If you haven't gotten to your dream physique, all while working full-time as a blue-collar Latino man, in today's video I'm going to show you exactly what I did to do so. So without any further ado, let's get this show on the road. Using my method Fuerza y Estructura. This was me about a month ago at my blue-collar job working as an electrician apprentice in a factory/warehouse. My method is Fuerza, Estructura, fueling, recovery, and mindset. The problem. Every Latino man or every Latino brother I know has the same issue. They feel exhausted after work, which causes them to skip the gym entirely. Back when I was a kid working with my pops at his landscaping gig, or his landscaping company. It's not his, but he works for a man. He owns his own crew. And when we worked there, every Saturday, we wake up at 7 a.m., 6 a.m., go to work, come home at like 5. I'd always be tempted. I'd always not want to go to the gym at 5 p.m. I'd be like, man, I'm so tired. I sweat all day. I had my physical activity for the day. I sweat. I worked hard enough. But I began to adapt this kind of habit, this routine where I would come home and I tell myself, okay, I know I want to go to the gym. I know that it's planned in my schedule to go to the gym. So I came home, I showered, I ate, and I laid or sat on the couch for about 20 minutes to 30 minutes. After that time passed, I was like, okay, I feel ready. I feel energized. I feel like I'm ready to go to the gym. And so what I would do is ask my mom to take me to the gym. And that's what I did. Now let's get into the cycle that most Latino brothers have, that I used to have as well. So every Saturday morning, I would get up for work. I would feel tired even after I slept. I would still sleep at 8 to 9 hours a night. I just still felt tired. Want to know why? Because I ate junk food all the time. I would go to work, I would sweat and labor for long hours, 10, 12 hours a day. I would also eat junk food from the gas station whenever lunch came around, or I would go to fast food chains like Cane's, Burger King, McDonald's, etc. After work, we would come home, and I would most of the time crash on the couch or in bed. I'd say, okay, I had enough. Let me just stay in bed. They don't show up for the gym in order to strengthen their bodies, which is something that I recently discovered a few months back in May. And then they go to bed, and they repeat. And that's why every one of them have the same issue. Every one of us have the same issue. The change that you need to make. The truth is, work isn't what's holding you back from your fitness goals. It is your lack of structure and discipline. I would come home at 5 p.m., 6 p.m. I had all the time from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. to go to the gym. 4 hours. I could make one of those hours time for the gym. I had the time for it. I just lacked the discipline. I knew that I wanted to go, or I knew that I had to go, but because I wasn't disciplined enough, I chose to skip out. I chose to say, you know what, I don't want to go to the gym, or I'm too tired. My old habits were random eating my mom's cooking, eating random fast food, eating random chips, eating at whatever hour of the day. I had no routine. I would go to school, go to the gym, and then on the weekends when work with my pops, we would go to work, and I'd eat what he eat, and no routine. No sleep schedule. On the weekends, as every kid, we all grow up, and we think the weekends are just time to party. The weekends is our time to stay up late. The weekends is our time to wake up late. But also, more recently, a few months back when I worked at the construction place, or at the electrician place, motivation based. Okay, I'm back. So for some reason, I'm switching between me being 15 to 16, working with my pops, or really 12 to 16, working with my pops, and also when I graduated high school, began working my own jobs. By the time I was working my own jobs, I already had, the 15 meal preps. I already had my morning structures. I already had the consistent. I already had all of this ready for me because all that time growing up, I made the mistakes young. So once I finally got that job of mine, everything was already set in place. All I had to do was, follow through. But my old habits as a 10 to 15-year-old, let's just say, random eating, no routine, no sleep schedule, motivation based, wake up right before work, like 10, 20 minutes before my dad say, hey, come on, let's go. Fast food for lunch, or random meals that my mom packed for us. Heavy culture dense foods. I would skip workouts after Saturday's long ass brutal shift of in the sun, landscaping. I would skip them and be like, I'm too tired, man. I don't feel like going. But this is what I did working my jobs, the jobs that I went out and found and I worked myself, no longer with my pops. Simple 15-minute meal preppable foods. I know cardio telling. I would wake up an hour, 2 hours before my appointment because I went to go drop off my brother at his job. I needed the truck to go out in detail at 9 a.m. So I would always be up really early because my brother started his workday at 5 in the morning. I started mine at 9. I would go to the gym before work. I would have my meals after. I would shower. I would prep my lunch. I would take it all. I would get it all taken care of. Morning, night, and days now have structure, meaning I have a morning routine and I have a night routine. And my days are always planned out ahead of time. A consistent 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I was no longer, thinking or looking at the weekend or looking at weekdays like I get to wake up at whatever time. I know that I needed my 7 to 8 hours of sleep because that's what builds muscle. That's what allows me to feel energized. That's what gives us, the energy, las pilas to get up in the morning. Discipline based. If I missed a workout, my days don't feel complete. And that's true to this day. If I miss a workout, knowing that I could have went, I feel a little empty, like something's missing. Something in my day is missing and I just don't feel complete. I wake up 30 to 50 minutes before work. Cardio telling, I would wake up hours before, but I would start getting ready for the gig at 30 minutes before. Like I know I have an appointment at 9. I'm up by 7. I went to the gym. I dropped off my brother. I came back home. I made breakfast. And then I would either sit in bed for a little bit, as time goes by, like an hour or so. Because I'd go drop off my brother at like 6. I come home. I don't have my appointment till 9. 6 to 9, what am I doing? I go to the gym. I shower. I cook. And then finally when those 30 minutes, 50 minutes before the appointment comes, I'm loading up the truck with the towels. I'm loading up the truck with the chemicals. I'm loading up the truck with the machines and the prep lunch on deck. I no longer relied on fast food. You could even talk to my buddy Jaden. Me and him did cardio tunnel together. I would pick him up before our appointment, and he knows I had a prep lunch. I always had my chicken, potatoes, carrots, and avocado ready for me to eat. We would go to that gas station. I'd heat the plate up, and then I'd eat it in the truck. And then I no longer skip my workouts. I have a 5-day workout split, which allows me to miss 2 planned ahead of sessions. So what that means, I have Monday through Friday I work out. If I miss Monday, I have Saturday. If I miss Tuesday, I have Sunday. So I no longer have the excuse of, I don't have enough days in the week. The fundamentals to my method, estructura. So if you guys were take anything away, this is what I want you guys to take away. Critically analyze your day to day and locate its issues and implement what you learned today. So analyze what you heard here today. If any of this relates to you, analyze it and then apply this to your day, right? Apply any of these to your day. Fuerza, your training should not be 2 hours long. I quit training 2 hours each gym session when I was 15 years old. And I've been in the gym for an hour 30 max. I'm no longer in the gym at that time. I try to get in and out 45 minutes to an hour nowadays because I want more time to focus on this business, focus on my loved ones, focus on my girlfriend, focus on growing something that matters to me. Here it is again. 45 minutes to an hour max, 5 times a week. What you consume does not need to be a new gourmet dish. Simple 15-minute meals that fit your lifestyle is all you need. I'd hate to cook every single day for an hour, cooking random pasta dishes that I found on the internet, or just really, really gourmet, or food that takes an hour or 2 to cook. Sure, the food may taste amazing and it's good, but you don't need that. If you want to make long-term progress and you want it to be sustainable, 15-minute simple meals like steak and potatoes, or ground beef and eggs, or chicken and potatoes, or stuff like that is really all that you need. And then recovery. Hydrate every single day. What I mean is look up your body weight and times that number by 0.5. That's how much water you need to be getting each and every day. Stretch 3 times a week. And don't eat like trash every day. It's okay to have fun with what you eat, once, twice a week. Eat something that you enjoy, like a popsicle or a bag of chips, or something that you like to eat. Maybe you want a McDonald's hot and spicy. You go out and eat it. Don't eat it every single day of the week. Have a specific date. Have a specific event that you're gonna eat that, so that you can make that food part of something memorable. Mindset. Start with small but powerful mindset shifts, like instead of saying I have to go XYZ, or I have to go to work, or I have to go to the gym, or I have to go clean my car, or I have to XYZ. Say you get to go. Because not every single day. Because look, I like to think of it like, oh, I have to go. Like, oh, it's such a burden that I have to go do this. And when I start saying I get to go, I've become more thankful. I'm going to get a little bit religious here, a little bit faithful. But I get to go. I get to wake up. Think of it like Diosito. He wakes you up in the morning. He gives you the opportunity to get up and go after it. And then this is the end of the video. If you're a Latino brother out there ready to make a change in his health, and not only just for the sake of being fit, but also as a way to elevate every aspect of life, work, significant others, family, energy levels, confidence, physique, etc., then I recommend you check out my page and shoot me a DM. This Instagram link, I'm also going to leave it in the bio down below for you guys to click and check out my page. If anything here resonated with you, then I really, truly, truly recommend that you guys go and DM me. Wish you guys all the best of luck. I hope you guys learned something, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I am a little sick if you guys can't tell, but I had fun filming this one. Had a lot of fun. Real mind opening. You guys get after it. Go kill it. I'm gonna go drink some fucking lime and salt water with oranges. Get myself some electrolytes. Get myself some vitamin C. Also got this big old jug of water with me. You guys take care. Peace.